Hey everyone, this is Celeste with Celeste's Nest, and I am going to show you how I put together my blood cleansing tea. Um, this is one of the teas that I use to help my husband reverse diabetes along with diet. And I'm going to show you the herbs that I'm using as well as where I get them from and how I put it together and make a tea. So the first herb I have here is elderberries. They're dehydrated elderberries. I have yellow dock root in a powder form. I have chaparral. These are leaves. I have burdock root and sarsaparilla. So I take these herbs together. I use 1 teaspoon each and place it in a Keurig cup. I place my Keurig cup then in water and to make the tea. Now I get all my herbs from, most of them come from Star West Botanicals. I also get my elderberries from my local health food market. And some of the herbs are Mexican herbs, and I could only find them from herbsofmexico.com. So, for a 4-ounce tea, I'm going to put in 1 teaspoon of elderberry, 1 teaspoon of yellow dock root, 1 teaspoon of chaparral, 1 teaspoon of burdock root, and 1 teaspoon of sarsaparilla. This is a Keurig cup that goes into a Keurig coffee machine, and I'm using it for this instead. I have 4 ounces of hot water. I believe it's recommended to use distilled water, and I'm going to let that steep in that water for about 20 minutes. Now, while that's steeping, I'm going to give you the health benefits of each herb, what they do, and this was step 1 of how we were able to reverse diabetes, high blood pressure, hypertension, and it aided in weight loss. So the chaparral is a herb that is native to the United States. It's an herb that relieves pain and inflammation that causes pain. It's suggested for the treatment of bronchitis, the common cold, also used to alleviate rheumatic pain, stomach pain, chicken pox, snake bites, pain. And the indigenous natives of this land used it for arthritis, bowel cramps, gas, colds, and chronic skin disorders. And that would be this leaf here, the chaparral leaf. The burdock root, this root here is actually, it looks like tree bark actually, but it's burdock root. It's a powerful antioxidant. It inhibits some types of cancer. It also can be used as an aphrodisiac and helps skin issues. The root and the leaf and the seed are made into a medicine. Some put it into their mouths to increase urine flow, kills germs, reduce fever. This root purifies the blood, which is why I'm using it. If you apply it directly to the skin, some people use it for wrinkles, for dry skin, for acne, psoriasis, and eczema. And that is the burdock root. The yellow dock root I have here in powdered form. This root is used to control pain and swelling, inflammation, opens the nasal passages, clears the respiratory tract. It's used as a laxative and a tonic to treat bacterial infections and also sexually transmitted diseases. Yellow root has been used in folk medicine for mouth infections, sore throat, diabetes. Been used during childbirth as an antibiotic. It's an immune stimulant. And it's also trying to get this last benefit. It's also associated with poor digestion and poor liver function, so it helps in that area, which is one of the reasons why I'm using the yellow dock root. Elderberry, my favorite. Elderberry is used against flus. There's a lot of nurses that have refused the flu shot. Recently, some hospitals have made it mandatory for nurses to take the flu shot in order to work at their hospitals. Some hospitals have waivers. Most do not. But the nurses who have refused it, some of them say that to ward off the flu, they are using elderberry syrup or elderberry tea. Elderberry is used for combating the common cold, the flu, the swine flu included. It's also taken by mouth for HIV/AIDS and boosting the immune system. And some people apply the elderberry in the inside of the mouth for gum inflammation. So you can make a wine out of elderberry, you can make a syrup or a tea. It is used to combat urinary tract infections, bladder infections. It's used as an allergy relief and for overall digestive health. So that would be your elderberries, and these are dehydrated elderberries. And my last herb here I have is the sarsaparilla. It's been used for centuries by the indigenous people around the world. It's used for treating joint problems such as arthritis, for healing the skin problems such as psoriasis, eczema, and dermatitis. And the root has also been thought to cure leprosy due to its blood purifying properties, which is why I'm using it to purify the blood. So this is my tea that I'm making. It's been about 5 minutes. I'm going to let this steep for about 15 more minutes. And then in 15 minutes, I'll show you what it looks like. And we'll have one of my sons drink the tea, and he'll tell you exactly what it tastes like. Be back in a second. All right, it's been about 20 minutes. I have 4 ounces of water, and the tea was steeping in that water. It was hot water. Now I'm going to stir it and allow my 2 young volunteers to drink it. Grab a cup. All right, come on, you two. And without cursing, I want you to tell my audience what it tastes like.
Well, I can't curse.
No cursing. All right.
Okay.
Cheers.
Well, that's bad. That's terrible.
It's terrible. Bad.
Yeah,
Okay.
bad. I mean, it's like it's not the nastiest thing. It's you can drink it, but this is bad.
It's pretty bad.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
All right.
It tastes like
medicine.
grass.
Grass?
Yeah, it tastes like grass.
Well, what's wrong with grass?
You ever eat grass? Wrong with y'all vegans, man?
All right. So this tea we make, we take twice a day, in the morning and late afternoon, eating before 7 p.m. So this is twice a day for 7 days. All right. So that's how I make the very first tea, which is a blood cleanser. Thank you very much. I'll update you on the next 2 teas in just a few.